Good evening and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake. I'm Reverend Barbara and I'm delighted that you're here tonight. So let us join together in consciousness as we set the intention for this evening. It is in a state of quiet gratitude and grace that I relax, draw a breath, and just remind myself that there is one power, one infinite intelligence, one divine creative energy that is everywhere present, all-knowing, all-powerful, and fully available right here, right now. And as we open our minds and hearts to this evening's gathering, I know that something said or done touches lives and changes minds or shifts consciousness, inspires action, allows for a greater sense of expansion and creativity. And for this time together, I'm deeply, deeply grateful. Grateful for each one here, grateful for this opportunity, and grateful for life itself and the beauty that it truly is. So with gratitude and grace, filled with love and light, I release these ideas into the law of mind action, knowing it is done and that all is well. I let that be the truth. And so it is. Well, welcome everyone. I am so delighted that you're here. And I just want to say that I'm glad to be back. My move is handled and I feel like I can breathe again. So let us begin with our land acknowledgement. We work, live, and play on the historical and traditional territory of many First Nations. And as we gather on Turtle Island, we as settlers are grateful for the opportunity to meet here, and we thank all the generations of people who've taken care of this land for thousands of years. We include the Métis, the Inuit, and all other Indigenous people. Also, we're acknowledging that as we continue to grow and expand on these lands, there's still unresolved and dangerous inequality and discrimination toward our BIPOC and 2S LGBTQ+ family. By making these acknowledgements, we strive to be allies and take an active part in reconciliation. We recognize our oneness, we realize our history, and we choose to create a new reality. We are one. It is in allowing that to settle that I acknowledge its importance in every action, every deed, every day. Well, the vision for CSL on the Lake is transforming the world through the emergence of the sacred, authentic self. And our mission is to welcome you as you are, where you are, without judgment or criticism, and providing a sacred place of learning and growing as you seek to achieve your greatest dreams. We accomplish this by offering Science Mind classes, social events, inspiring workshops, thought-provoking services, and practitioner support. We honor the revelation of your emerging sacred, authentic self through our positive messaging and our loving support. We welcome you. So let us prepare for meditation. And I invite you, if you're comfortable, to close your eyes, to sit straight up, feet planted on the floor, and just allow yourself to surrender into this moment, taking a deep breath in, hold, and exhale. One more deep breath in, and hold, and exhale. And one more deep breath, and hold, and exhale. And allowing your breath to find its natural rhythm, I invite you to just relax your body. Allow your mind to do whatever it does without resistance, without effort, just aware, simply being aware. And as we sit in this moment, I invite you to explore the possibility of simply being. No judgment or criticism. So when thoughts roll in, observe. It's neither good nor bad, simply part of the meditation process. So as we move into this meditation time, tonight we're going to observe the breath. As you inhale, notice the feel of the air as it enters your nostrils. And as you exhale, feel the breath leaving. Always bringing your focus back to inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And just allow your breathing to follow its natural pattern and rhythm. If you notice you're off thinking about something else, gently bring yourself back to the breath. Remembering to return to your breathing whenever the mind wanders. Inhaling, exhaling. As we quiet the mind, as we relax our body, we become receptive. Expansive. We become creative. It is in the silence, in the stillness, that all possibility exists. And taking a deep breath in being gentle with yourself. Allow the music that follows to quietly bring you back. Such a great message, being gentle with ourselves. The talk tonight is just one you. And the idea that we are all created unique and special is nothing new. We know that at some level. I think sometimes we forget what it actually means to live from that understanding or awareness. And I think that's what's important. As we find our authentic voice, our authentic self, as we begin to live from that place of self-acceptance, fully realizing that whatever's happened in the past has happened. It is a part of who we are, that all that we think, say, and do in this moment is what's moving us forward. When we accept that and come into that place of full awareness of our true self and live from that, there is a great expansion and creativity that occurs as a result. So the journey that we're on, it's not about fitting in or other people liking us. It's really about discovering how we were created originally. Now, most of us have forgotten because we've been, conditioned to fit in. We've been conditioned to do what other people like or expect. We have been conditioned to try and get people to like us. But when you think about it, it's kind of manipulative, isn't it? We're doing things that might not serve us or serve our own sense of purpose. So I'm here tonight to talk a little bit about the courage that it takes to really stand in our truth, to really stand in that place of power, that place of, I am created in the image and of the likeness of the Creator. And knowing that, why would I try to be anything less? I mean, think about it. Why would we want to not shine as brightly as we can? So this journey that we're on, which is a journey that has no destination, it's really about being present moment by moment. There is a divine essence within each one of us that is giving us inspiration, ideas, that intuitive spark that comes every now and again that allows us to see what's possible or the potential that our life could hold. And sometimes we choose to ignore it and not listen to it. It's like sitting back going, I have a better plan. Like somehow I know more from my ego perspective than the divine presence does, or this beloved. I like to think of God as the beloved. And as we're creating a beloved community, that's my vision for this, is creating a community of people who choose to be authentically who they are and to be accepted and loved and honored and cherished for that very reason, just for being you. With all of your errors and mistakes, all of your moments of bad judgment, and all of the beautiful, wonderful, remarkable things that you do or have done moving forward in this life experience. Because we've all done that. We've all tripped and fallen. We've all stood and done something wonderful. And we've all done things that probably we regret and wish, I wish I hadn't done that. What is. So we come to a place of accepting, like when I think about the idea of joy, of course, for me, joy is an acronym, just one you. And that's the title of tonight's talk. Joy comes from freeing ourselves from the restrictions of this man-made world and back into that place of the mystic, back into that place of the divine one, where we acknowledge that there is a power in the universe far greater than anything I can see, touch, or feel. Something beyond my ability to comprehend or understand. Now, I can name it. I could use lots of different names for it. I could call it God or spirit or divine. I could call it the beloved. I could call it by many different names. But truly, no name could ever define the infinite. And my finite life experience cannot even know the infinite. It's not possible. But what I can strive to do is to be what I was created to be. And that's what all of us can do. We can all sit back day by day and moment by moment and choose to be what we were created to be. Now, sometimes we have to go back a little bit and try to remember who that is, because we've been told a lot of things in our lives. Now, as little children, we're told, don't do this, don't do that, that's bad, that's wrong. But if we really think about all the things we were told not to do, some of them were, a little bit because we might embarrass our parents, right? Because they're trying to fit in, right? They're wanting their friends, their neighbors, their whoever to like them. And so they're striving to fit in. And so they might tell you you can't say or do things that you want to do because you might embarrass them. So I had a very embarrassing thing as a little kid. I wanted to have a sleepover at a friend's house. Our family was visiting family friends, and I wanted to have a sleepover there, and I was told no. So I decided, well, I'll just get undressed. I'll be in my underwear, and then they'll have to say yes. It didn't go over very well. I didn't get the sleepover. I did get hollered at. And so there's things that we do that, so I might sit back now and judge it bad and wrong to push for something that I really want to do, when in fact, my parents were only acting out of their embarrassment. Then I would strip down at somebody's house and, strive to have a sleepover where I wasn't meant to have one. The journey that we're on is kind of like that. There's things that we do, things that we say, that maybe we sit back after the fact going, oh, I could have done that differently, or I shouldn't have said this, or I shouldn't have said that. I think it's time to be gentle with ourselves, to recognize that we're trying to figure it out. We, in fact, are spiritual beings, which means we are, in fact, infinite. We are pure potential in expression, now, always, and forever. But what we're striving to do is allow that full expression in this very finite form, in this form that feels limited and restricted, in this form that sort of responds to the environment around us, going, well, this is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong. All of these ways of looking at the world and life and deciding what is acceptable. But what if you had the courage? What if I had the courage to simply go, this is me, and to accept me, and for you to accept you as you are? And that the journey that you're living right now is not to get somewhere, because there is no place to get to, right? Where are we getting to? We're here, we're living, we're breathing. That's our mandate. What we're striving for, I think, or what I would hope that we're striving for, is to discover within us that remarkable, that divine, that beautiful pearl of wisdom and beauty and grace that has always been, that may have got covered and masked throughout the years by the messages we received from all of the well-meaning people in our lives. Our parents who wanted to keep us safe. For all of the people who just want us to behave in a way that makes them comfortable. But what if, instead of making people around us comfortable, we choose to make ourselves comfortable by living authentically and sharing our natural gifts? The gifts that we were given at our birth, that we came into this life with, to just be the people that we were created to be without apology. Imagine, when I think of John Lennon's song, Imagine, I think of, living in a way that really honors what God created. Imagine that. If every person on the planet honored the creative potential within, what might our world look like? What might it be like to walk down the street and look at every other individual as though you were looking on to God itself? If you saw every person whether you agreed or disagreed with their lifestyle, if you saw them as an expression of the divine, no judgment, no criticism, no desire to be above or below anyone else, but rather to acknowledge that each and every one of us is equal to the other, that we are all created unique and special, that we're all created with a purpose, a divine purpose, that each one of us has something within us that only we can bring to the planet. And it's asking for it now. It's asking each one of us, come be you. Be who you are, shine your light, bring your brilliance, your creativity, bring your joy, your wonder, your awe, bring it all and bring it forward and bring it now. I think the world is screaming for authenticity, transparency. It's screaming for love and acceptance, joy and celebration. It's screaming for life. So we have a choice. We can continue to hide because it feels safe, or we can step out and be daring, courageous, and shine the light that is within us in a way that maybe we've never done before. Acknowledging the places we've tripped and fallen and realizing that, saints really are just sinners who stood up. None of us is defined by our past. We're defined by the now moment, the moment of love and acceptance, the moment of possibility, the moment that we take a breath and go, yes, I am. I am the I am. And that life is being lived through me by this divine creator. There are no mistakes or accidents in all that I am, all that I do, all that I've experienced. The journey that I've walked brought me to this now moment. So there must be something of it that was of value, that was good. Mistake or no mistake, here we are. And it is an understanding that and living from that place of true acceptance that I am created in the image and of the likeness of the Creator. God, Spirit, Allah, whatever you want to name it. I am created in the image and of the likeness, as are you. It's time that we stop making God in our image, but rather live from the awareness that I am the image, the likeness, which means I am powerful beyond words. I'm powerful beyond anything I may believe about myself from my limited perspective. But if I slip into the divine, if I take time in meditation and explore the depths of being that I truly am, the walls of limitation begin to fall. The areas of resistance and frustration, impatience begin to drift. And expansion and creativity takes its place. So are you ready? Are you ready to explore life from your true identity? Are you ready to explore life in a way that lifts you up and lifts up our world? Are you ready to just be you? And to honor the life that you've been given? I know I am. At least I'm ready to attempt. I think for all of us, it is truly an attempt sometimes to be who we were created to be, because truly we've been trained to fit in. I think it's time to stand out.